Snapshot 6 for Minecraft 26.2 came with a new data pack version with some world generation and sulfur cube changes. My name is Sly Slime and this is a quick overview. Let's start with sulfur cube archetypes. The explosion fuse field has been removed and replaced with an explosion field, which is now an object with some more data about the explosion, fuse time, power, and whether the explosion causes fire. There's a contact damage field which similarly has data about the amount of damage, the damage type, and whether it should be attributed to the sulfur cube. And finally, there's also a new knockback modifiers object field which has fields for horizontal and vertical knockback taken by the sulfur cube. Together with the two new added sulfur cube archetypes, there are also two new item tags in this version. Let's move on to world generation changes. A couple of surface rules have changed. There is a new is3D field on the noise threshold surface rule condition, which is optional and defaults to false. This enables the noise gradient surface rule to now be replaced. For features, there's a new feature type called weighted random selector with a more reasonable random selection data schema than other similar features. It has a single field called features which contains a list of weighted entries for what placed feature to place. The root system feature now has two new fields. Level test distance for how far away the feature should check that terrain is level, and max level deviation specifying what deviation is acceptable. The large dripstone feature field column radius is now limited to at most 16, and wind offset is now clamped to stay within the allowed range. The block rot structure processor has changed to now evaluate each processor in the chain against the current block rather than against the original block before the change started. Let's move on to commands. Growing world borders no longer reset to their starting size if you reopen a world. Using the bool operation in a data command now converts non-zero values below 1 to true rather than false, and the item replace command can now place items in the body slot of a sulfur cube. And finally, some entity data news. The hurt by timestamp field has been removed. The ticks since last hurt by mob field can be used instead. And that field now gets correctly updated. And that's all for this pack version. Thank you for watching. My name is Sly Slime, and I'll see you next time.